Forget everything you thought you knew about ancient medicine. We're about to reveal how ancient Egyptians were not just pioneers, but actual medical marvels, performing brain surgery and even dentistry with astonishing success. Their techniques are so advanced, they still baffle scientists today. When we think of ancient Egypt, our minds conjure images of towering pyramids, golden masked pharaohs, and the mysterious process of mummification. But beneath this veneer of myth and ritual lies a story of remarkable scientific achievement. What if I told you that over 4,000 years ago, while the Great Pyramid of Giza was still a relatively new wonder, Egyptian physicians were performing complex surgeries, setting broken bones, and even delving into the mysteries of the human brain? This wasn't guesswork or blind faith in magic, though spells and incantations certainly played a role in their healing arts. Their medical knowledge was systematic, meticulously recorded on papyrus scrolls. The most extraordinary of these is the Edwin Smith Papyrus, the world's oldest surviving surgical document. It presents 48 cases of trauma, from skull fractures to spinal injuries, each analyzed with a stunningly rational and scientific approach. It details diagnosis, prognosis, even declaring some cases untreatable, a level of clinical observation that wouldn't be seen again for centuries. Alongside it, the Ebers Papyrus offers a vast encyclopedia of over 700 magical formulas and remedies, revealing a complex worldview where science and spirituality were deeply intertwined. This sophisticated system required a high degree of specialization, a concept we often associate with modern medicine. The society supported a hierarchy of healers. At the forefront were the general practitioners, known as stewanu. They were skilled diagnosticians who would examine patients, take their pulse, and prescribe treatments ranging from herbal remedies to dietary changes. Then there were the surgeons, who handled the physical trauma detailed in the Edwin Smith Papyrus. Armed with scalpels of bronze or sharpened flint, they drained abscesses, stitched wounds with needle and thread, and even performed trepanation, the delicate act of drilling into the human skull. Finally, evidence points to the existence of the world's first dental specialists. They treated oral diseases, drained dental abscesses, and even fashioned rudimentary dental bridges to secure loose teeth, providing relief from the agony of dental ailments that plagued the ancient world. While often shrouded in mysticism, ancient Egyptian medicine was remarkably scientific, especially in surgery. Our most profound insights come from texts like the Edwin Smith Papyrus, the world's oldest surviving surgical document. It's not a book of spells, but a practical textbook detailing 48 cases of physical trauma, from spinal injuries to skull fractures. This papyrus reveals a medical mind that observed, diagnosed, and treated with a logic that feels astonishingly modern. This practice required an advanced toolkit. Archaeologists have unearthed finely crafted bronze scalpels, delicate forceps, and specialized bone saws. They also utilized razor-sharp obsidian flakes for the most delicate procedures, showcasing a deep understanding of materials. Each tool was a testament to their engineering brilliance, designed for a specific function with a clear purpose, forming a collection that wouldn't look entirely out of place in a modern operating theater. Perhaps their most daring procedure was trepanation, drilling a hole into the skull. This wasn't ritual, but a calculated intervention to relieve pressure from head injuries. The proof of their success is etched in bone. Skulls have been found with clear signs of healing around the surgical holes. These patients survived, living for years after the operation, a powerful testament to their surgical skill and anatomical knowledge. They understood that surgery depended on what happened next. They practiced meticulous wound care, cleaning injuries, and applying antiseptic agents like honey, which has natural antibacterial properties. For broken bones, their approach was textbook. They would carefully realign the fracture before immobilizing the limb with splints made from wood or reeds, padded with linen. Mummies with perfectly healed fractures proved their techniques were highly effective. Their surgical savvy extended to dentistry, treating ailments from painful abscesses to loose teeth. Using bow-powered drills, they could relieve pressure and even attempt fillings with resin and malachite. To manage the immense pain, they employed natural anesthetics like potions from the opium poppy or mandrake root. This combination of practical skill and early pharmacology demonstrates a holistic approach to patient care that laid the foundational principles for the future of medicine. The fertile banks of the Nile weren't just the cradle of civilization, they were its first great pharmacy. For thousands of years, Egyptian healers, or WNW, cultivated and gathered a vast array of natural resources, mastering the art of pharmacology with astonishing creativity. They saw the world around them as a divine toolkit, where every plant, mineral, and animal product held the potential for healing. Our window into this world comes from ancient texts like the Ebers Papyrus, a 110-page scroll containing over 700 magical spells and folk remedies. It reveals a sophisticated understanding of how to treat ailments, from digestive issues to depression. At the heart of their pharmacopoeia was honey, used not just as a sweetener, but as a powerful antibacterial agent for dressing wounds. Its high sugar content created an environment where bacteria couldn't survive, making it a remarkably effective antiseptic. For pain and inflammation, they turned to the bark of the willow tree, which we now know contains salicin, the natural precursor to modern aspirin. They prescribed mint to soothe an upset stomach, and senna as a potent laxative. They also harnessed the power of the earth itself. Minerals like malachite were ground into a fine powder and used in eye makeup, which not only had cosmetic value, but also helped prevent eye infections common in the dusty climate. These ingredients were meticulously prepared. Ointments were blended with animal fats, while potions were often mixed with beer or wine to make them more palatable and aid absorption. And yes, they were pioneers in targeted drug delivery, utilizing everything from topical creams to suppositories. But for the ancient Egyptians, a remedy was incomplete without its spiritual component. An incantation wasn't just a prayer, it was a vital part of the prescription, spoken to empower the medicine and banish the malevolent spirits believed to cause the illness. Medicine and magic were two sides of the same coin, a holistic approach that treated both body and soul. Beyond cures, Egyptians valued prevention. They built sanitation systems, promoted personal hygiene, and linked diet directly to health. They promoted personal hygiene. From pest control to waste management and even quarantine-like practices, they created one of the earliest public health systems in history. Prevention was part of daily life, not afterthought. Medicine was taught through apprenticeships and temple schools. Priests and scribes played vital roles in recording medical knowledge, preserving wisdom for future generations. Legendary physicians like Imhotep became revered, blending science and spirituality. Ethical codes guided doctors, ensuring professionalism. Egyptian medicine shaped Greek and Roman practices, creating an unbroken chain to today's science. Their holistic approach, combining body, mind, and environment, echoes in modern integrative medicine. As new discoveries emerge, their legacy continues to inspire, reminding us that ancient wisdom still holds answers. Their legacy continues to inspire, ancient science living legacy. The secrets of Egyptian medicine remain only partly uncovered. What else might we find in the sands of time? If you want to uncover more mysteries of history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to History Reels for more fascinating discoveries.